reason why I love being on this set is not because we got bikes and we go all different states and we go to all these parties and meet all these different people. That's one aspect of it. I've been on this set since 2003. When Biker Boys first came out, everybody wanted to be in a club, everybody wanted to get a motorcycle, everybody wanted to see what this life was about. And I got a chance to interview the brother that created that movie, Brother Black Dragon, and I interviewed him on my show, and he's doing his thing. I came on the set as a 4 horseman, and then when we disbanded, I became Immortal Souls, who is my extended family, and I loved being an Immortal Soul. The first thing that people remember me for on this set was tattooing. And I got a following of people that got tattoos from me, and they would come to the shop, or I go on the set, I'll tattoo. And people started to notice that, hey, he not only tattoos, he airbrushes. So I'm starting to do helmets and outfits and backdrops. And then people started noticing that I can paint bikes too. And I started painting the bikes, and I started doing a few murals and tanks, and I would give them to the clubs just to get my name out while I was tattooing. Everybody knew me for tattooing on the set. They knew I was airbrushing too, but a lot of people knew me for tattooing. Then 2012, 2013, I'm traveling a lot with my club, and I had a spot in the shop, and I did this one picture called We Ride Cowboys. And I just didn't think about where it was going to take me. I just used that canvas that I had, 3 foot by 3 foot canvas, to have a space in my shop where people could see I do bike work. And somebody wanted to buy it, and I said, it's not for sale, but I will make a poster and give it to you. That picture turned into 3 more pictures because a lady said, and I quote, when she saw it, I like that, but you need to do a female version because girls do it better. But that's not why I love this set so much. But that picture was the beginning of the brand. And everybody who saw what I was doing didn't realize where it was going to end up at. You know, they didn't know how far this was going to go, and neither did I. So as I began doing this, I did a shirt, and that shirt just had We Ride, Biker for Life by RAEL. I didn't know that shirt was going to end up turning into a legacy and a following and an actual real brand. I did the shirt, did a little video. Somebody asked how much you want for that shirt. I'm like, you really like this shirt? It's like, yeah, and I sold it. Next thing you know, the light kicked in. So I did another painting that was called Girls Do It Better. They liked it. Next thing you know, I printed out a couple of shirts. Kansas City bought them, Indiana bought them, a few other people bought them, and that started the movement. Then I thought, let me paint some more pictures, and all of the inspiration came out. An outlaw brother gave me his story, and I said, can I paint that story while I was tattooing him? And he said, yeah. I called that picture The Lifer. Then I did a picture based upon a lady who was beating everybody on the pool table. Who's next? And I used my friend Robin as the person who was the lady playing on the pool table. But I also used a couple of my friends, Big H and Gooch of Chaotic Customs. That picture is very famous, and I made a show out of it, and I interviewed them. But when I did this that year, I ended up going through some personal issues, and then I got hit with cancer. And that's when everything changed. As I was doing this, I started really moving We Ride Biker for Life. I had my first successful showing. I did a video with my friend Robin, and things started to come about, but even she knew that something wasn't right. I lost a lot of weight. And then to come to find out September of 2014, I had cancer. And that motivated me to do this more. I honestly thought that I was not going to make it. Even though my energy was like, I ain't dying from this. Because now everything done crashed in my life, and then I got this. But I said, if I can just do 7 murals, make copies of them, and put them in every clubhouse in Chicago, they will remember me. The reason why I love this set so much, because during that time, my club, Immortal Souls, kept me busy. Immortal Souls kept me busy. The Hawks kept me busy. My man Twister at the time made sure that I stayed afloat. I stayed active and I stayed working. Him and only maybe 3 people outside of my family knew I had cancer. The other person, that was Glenn Taylor. I shouldn't have said his whole name, but I don't think he minded. We know him as Blank. Blank was a former member of Immortal Souls with myself, but by the time that this has happened, I'm homeless. I walked away from my apartment. Me and my wife at the time, we separated. I'm about to make my move to Florida and start over. Opportunity came, and the day before I made my way on that bus, I'm in the hospital for 5 days. I don't know what's going on with me. Right? Now I'm homeless. Blank comes to the hospital to check on me. My friend Isis, she was a part of the club as well. A couple other people. But my friend told me, as we were talking, you know, what's going on in his life. And he said, where are you going when you leave out of here? And I told the brother, I'm going to the store. He said, no, I mean, where you going? I said, bro, I live in my store now. And out of his mouth, without a breath, nah, bro, you staying with me. This is why I love the set. This is the part of the set that people don't get. The set is your other family. When your other family ain't there. No disrespect to my family. I don't want this to be taken in the wrong way. But there's some things that people will never understand unless you are in this society. The MC set is a family. MC's clubhouse is your second home. The MC community is your other brothers and sisters. This community, along with people like Spider, who's no longer with us, who always checked on me. People like Hoss, who's no longer with us, always supported my brand. Black Souls, who gave me a home to do my events. My first art show was helped, or shall I say endorsed, by a club named Sin City, who the person who made that possible, I cannot say his name out of respect, that kept up with me when I first met him. And I did a 17-foot mural in their clubhouse. And I became, though I'm not Sin City, I am a sinner. He made sure that wherever I went, Sin City made sure I was straight. Sin City kept me working. Sin City helped me pay off bills. Black Angels helped me pay my bills. Black Angels kept me going. Showed love. Rest in peace, Spider. Hellraisers. Hawks. Street soldiers. My work is everywhere. If you ever come to Chicago and you go to any of these clubhouses, you see my work. Name one clubhouse where you can go to in Chicago, my work is in there. Name one club in Chicago, somebody's wearing one of my pieces. That came from a moment in my life where one picture started a movement. And I also say this as well. There was a person who I knew when I was in the hospital, and I said this story at my annual last year. When I first started this, before I even made a year, this person said to me, "What are you going to do?" I'm in the hospital, and I told this person, "I'm going to do this We Ride thing. This is a movement." And that person said to me, and I quote, "Who's going to follow a t-shirt movement?" That was almost 11 years ago. I think I've answered that question. The reason why I love this set is because the set never judged me. They took me as I was, and they allowed me to show my worth. I am known now historically as the Black David Mann of the biker industry. I'm the first, quote unquote, Black American, Aboriginal biker artist to ever produce pieces like this based upon real biker stories. And I'm proud of that. And I'm still the first to really push this historically in the United States of America. And this community gave me an opportunity. They listened. I've had people call me up and say, "I watched your show. I listened to what you said and you right. How much for that picture? I need a couple of these in my club. Hey, can you come down here and paint my clubhouse?" This is the part about this lifestyle that I love a lot, because it gave me something that no other society gave me, and that was room to represent. That's my story, and we're almost 11 years now. 11 years strong. We ride biker for life approved.